Okay, now let's do for question number 1. For this question, jika kami berusaha dengan bersungguh-sungguh, kita pasti akan berjaya dalam pertandingan ini. And the answer for this one is the word kami is wrong. All right, the word kami is wrong. This one, suppose you can see the answer here. And for those who have actually submitted, you should be able to see the answer right after you have submitted. So make sure that you are at the page of the answer so that you can cross-reference and read the question and the answer and follow through my process one by one. So you'll be able to refer your own mistakes compared to my mistake, to my answers. All right, so let's look into this. Why is the word kami wrong here? Why have to use the word kita? Okay, so let's learn about the difference between kami and kita. Okay, so let's look into the difference between kami and kita. So please take note, this sounds very simple, but a lot of students still get this confused. All right, so the application for kami is this. So let's look at the first one. The application for kami 叫怎样用. So kami is used for 我们. So let's say if you are person A and you are talking together with person B. All right, you are talking to person C. So kami means 我们, we, without the person that you are talking with. All right, without the person that you are talking with. You are not referring to the person that you are talking with. But if you talk about kita, all right, same situation. You are person A and person B together, 我们. You are talking to person C, but 你讲这个东西, the things that you are referring, 你讲这个东西, 我们是包括讲话的人，包括听你讲话的人. It includes the person who is also listening to you. All right, so let's look at this sentence right now. Jika kami berusaha dengan bersungguh-sungguh, kita pasti akan berjaya dalam pertandingan ini. So who is talking in this sentence? The captain is talking. Kata captain, captain pasukan kepada pasukannya. So the captain is talking to his team. So when you say, if we work hard, we will succeed. So this we, does it include the team? Does it include the captain? Yes, it includes everyone. So the captain is talking to the team, we, including the captain and the team itself, the person that the people that he's talking to. So this kami cannot be used. He has to say kita because the captain leads the team and the captain is also in the team. All right. So the answer for this one is this. Okay. So let's move on to the next question. So that's the difference between kami and kita. So let's move on to this question here. Kita sangat berbangga atas kejayaan Anda mendapat tempat pertama dalam pertandingan siaran itu. Kata ibu bapa Asun kepadanya. So who is talking here? Asun's parent, ibu bapa Asun, is talking to him, kepada dia. Alright, so kita sangat berbangga. So this one is not the word kita because the parents is proud of the kid. It does not include the kid. Alright, so the people who are really proud is the parents. Alright, it does not include the kid's feeling. It does not include Asun's feeling. So the answer for this one, if you can see, alright, the answer for this one, okay, let me just get through this one more time. So the answer for this one is the word kita is wrong. This one is wrong. It's supposed to be replaced with the word kami. As parents, we are very proud of your achievement. Kami sangat berbangga atas kejayaan Anda. So parents, we as the parents are proud of you. All right. So kami does not include the you. Okay. So the answer for this one is kita should be supposed to be kami. All right. So next one. Let's look at who is talking to who. Titah Seri Patuka Baginda. Titah is the Bahasa Istana, the palace language for kata. Okay, so if you are a king, you cannot use kata. If the king is speaking, you cannot say cakap, you cannot say kata, you can only say titah. Titah Seri Paduka Baginda ini betul. So the king is actually talking. All right. So saya mau setiap rakyat Malaysia. So the answer for this one is obviously saya is wrong because if the king is speaking as a first person, 第一个代名词如果是皇帝讲话, you cannot the king cannot use saya. The king must use Bahasa Istana, which is beta. Beta is the first personal pronoun, 第一个代名词 for a king. If the king is referring to himself as I. 如果那个皇帝讲他自己是我. So for this one, you cannot say saya mahu, it must be beta. Because once again, who is talking here? The king is talking. All right, so the answer for this one is beta. Saya changed to beta. Okay, so that's quite straightforward. Next one. Once again, Now, every single time you guys have a question in exam that deals with what do you call that? That deals with a dialogue. All right. In this case, it's another dialogue. Who is talking to who? The Laksamana Hang Tua. Laksamana Hang Tua is talking to who? All right. The Laksamana is talking kepada Sultan. So when you are talking to a king, all right, when you're talking to a king, you have to be specific. So Laksamana, let's understand what's the meaning of Laksamana. Laksamana is actually, all right, the Bahasa Klasik, 古代的语言 Bahasa Klasik, classical language for a general, all right, 海军的将军, a navy general, Laksamana Hang Tua. So it is a normal person talking to the king. So when you are a normal person talking to the king, when you're assuming the first personal pronoun, 第一个代名词, in classic word, you cannot use saya. And you are talking to a king, so you cannot say saya, you must use patik. Patik is a first personal pronoun. 如果你是普通人, orang biasa, normal person, all right, talking to a king. Okay? So if you're talking to a king, you're a normal person, you have to use patik. All right? If you're a first person, let's say if I say I want to talk to a king, I will help you, my king. So the I in BM cannot say saya, it must use patik. All right? So the answer for this one is saya must change to patik. All right? So this is very straightforward. Okay? So the next question. Raja di negara itu sangat dihormati oleh rakyat jelata kerana dia seorang yang adil, rendah diri dan berjiwa rakyat. So the king of the country is very respected. 他的那个国家的皇帝很被他的很受他的人民的尊重。为什么 Why is it respected by the people? Because he, once again, you are referring to he. This he is a third personal pronoun, but now you are talking about a king. So you cannot say dia, you have to change to baginda. Baginda is he. When you are referring to a third personal pronoun, you are referring to a king. So you cannot say dia, you must use baginda. All right, so the answer for this one is baginda. Dia change to baginda. All right, very straightforward. So remember, in the olden days, you have to differentiate between if you are a normal person talking to a king, and if you are a king talking to a normal person, what is the specific words that you need to use to replace your personal pronoun? All right, 你要用哪一个代名词? This one is very specific. It's not very difficult to memorize, so you should be able to do it. All right. So really, after today's lesson, you really need to rewatch this video. Keep this aside in your computer every now and then and rewatch this. In which I think normally students won't do it, but just keep it as a record. All right. So let's move on. So the next question is, apakah maksud sebenar kamu berkata sedemikian? So once again, it's a dialogue. So please take note. Who is asking who? Bendahara is asking kepada. He's asking Laksamana Hang Tua. So what is a bendahara? Bendahara in olden day is what you call as a prime minister. 首相. All right. 以前的人他们不是讲 Perdana Menteri, they call it as bendahara. So once again, even though 他是首相, but 他还是普通人. Even though he's a minister, but he's still a normal person. He's not a king. So it's a normal person talking to a normal person. All right. So apakah maksud sebenar? What is your meaning? You. Kamu is second personal pronoun. So 以前的人 in classical language, you don't use kamu, you don't use engkau, you don't use awak, you have to use tuan hamba. All right, so this is wrong. All right, how do you know it's a classical language? 你讲它是古代的语言，你看到它的用的字 the words that they use is bendahara, laksamana. You don't really see words like this today. All right, so let's look into this. Let's dissect this in Bahasa Klasik. All right, untuk Bahasa Klasik, when you have a first personal pronoun, A is talking to B. All right, A is talking, 讲这话的人是讲这话是我第一个代名词 first personal pronoun. Then the person that you are talking to, 听住你讲话的人是第二个代名词 second personal pronoun. So if A is talking to B, when you say I, all right, this is I, and then this is you. It is in English. 英文，我和你，我是第一个代名词，你是第二个代名词。All right. So in classical language, Bahasa Klasik in BM, if you say I, you don't say saya. You cannot say saya for Bahasa Klasik. You cannot say aku. You cannot say these two words. Neither can you say beta, because beta is only used for king. But for Bahasa Klasik, if I, you have to use the word hamba. Hamba. When for you, you cannot use the word kamu, you cannot use the word awak, you cannot use the word engkau. All right, you have to use the word tuan, hamba as the second personal pronoun. Very simple. Hamba, tuan hamba. If you look at the screen now, hamba, tuan hamba. Hamba is I, tuan hamba is you. All right, so this is for classical language. So please take note of this in exam. Take note of specific words that comes out like this that shows that it is a classical language. It's a classical conversation. It's a classic time. 这是古代的时候的一个对话. All right, it's a dialogue during olden classic time. So you have to change your personal pronoun into a classic way. Okay? Now the next one, let's look at this sentence. Beta ingin memastikan bahwa setiap kawasan di negeri Melaka ini dilindungi dengan rapi daripada serangan lanun. Kata who is talking to who now? Once again, it's a dialogue. So Laksamana Hang Tua is talking to his subordinates, 他的手下. So 他就是他的panglima. Panglima is also another word for commanders. All right? 军队的 commander, 队长. All right? So Laksamana, once again, you have learned this one. Laksamana is a general. What kind of general? General means a navy 海军的将军. All right? So once again, Laksamana is a Bahasa Klasik. Let's look at what he's using here. Can you use beta? Cannot, because he's not a king. He's just a normal person. So he's talking to who? Also normal person. Commander, 他的手下, normal person. So if you say it's a first personal pronoun, 第一个代名词, first personal pronoun, you can use beta, Bahasa Klasik. So you have to use the word hamba. You cannot use saya, you cannot use aku, you cannot use kami, because this is a classical language. So first personal pronoun for classic language is hamba. Please take note of that. A very common mistake. A lot of students will still get this wrong. All right. So usually, if I'm not recording this lesson, what I'll do is I have a Excel spreadsheet. I'll be able to actually call out name by name students who are actually making mistakes. And trust me, I can still see who are making mistakes. But I'm not going to call out your names here. But I just want to make sure that you know that you are actually learning from these mistakes. All right. So let's just move on to the next question. All right. So this question, penjenayah itu telah dijatuhi hukuman mati setelah beliau didapati bersalah menyeludup masuk sebanyak 10 kg dada. The criminal, all right, has been punished with what? Has been convicted of that sentence. Why? Because setelah beliau, can you use the word beliau for penjenayah? Can you use beliau for someone respected? Can you use beliau for someone that's not respected? Do you respect a criminal? You don't. So you cannot use the word beliau. You have to use the word dia. All right? You have to use the word dia. Setelah dia didapati bersalah. For this one, students, you are not supposed to get this wrong. You are expected to get this correct. You should know how to use the word beliau. Beliau is only used if you are referring to a person whom you are respected, whom you respect. All right? 被尊敬的人. So you cannot use the word beliau. You have to use the word dia. All right? So let's move on. This question, saya menggunakan monyet ini. Okay, this is something that's very, very particular. You need to learn this, all right? So please take note of this. I have students who actually make mistakes in question like this. Saya menggunakan monyet ini untuk memetik kelapa kerana dia sangat mahir memanjat pokok. I'm using this monkey to pluck coconuts because it is very good in climbing trees. All right, so that's why I use this monkey. So you cannot actually use the word dia. Please learn this. The word dia or even ia, yes, the word ia both can only use strictly for human. All right, you can use ia or dia for human. You cannot use ia for animal or for things that are non-human. Even for car or dead things, you cannot use the word ia. All right, I know in English you have the word it. All right, I use the monkey because it is very good in climbing trees. All right, it's very expert in climbing trees. So in English you can use it, but for BM, please listen to this. There is no such thing as using ia for it. Cannot, 不可以. The word dia or ia is strictly for human only. So how do you replace this? You have no other choice. You can only use back kerana monyet ini. Whatever the object is, you have to replace back here. Okay, you cannot say ia. Please remember this. Very, very straightforward. All right. So let's look at the next one. Kereta mewah ini sangat mahal kerana ia diimport dari benua Eropah. So you see the word ia here? We are actually talking about this car. Okay? 这个豪华的车, the luxurious car. Mewah is luxurious, luxury. Sangat mahal kerana ia diimport dari benua Eropah. It's imported from Europe, the continent of Europe. So the word ia once again cannot be used because kereta is not a person. So you have to say kerana kereta ini. You have to repeat back. All right? Once again, I repeat, ia is strictly for human only. Human only. No other choices. Okay? So moving on. Now, ini pisau sangat tajam. If you are from a Chinese speaking background, you think that this is correct. Ini pisau, 这个刀很尖，牙这刀好尖，这个刀很尖。But you cannot actually use this in BM because in BM, this is wrong. It cannot be ini pisau. So the answer is supposed to be ini pisau cannot be used. You have to change to pisau ini. Pisau apa? Pisau yang ini. So you have to use pisau ini sangat tajam. Alright, pisau ini sangat tajam. Okay. Now let's move on to the next question. It's very, very simple. Now this question, jikalau pokok mangga itu tidak dijaga dengan rapi, ianya tidak akan banyak membuahkan hasil. Now, some of you will think that this is wrong. Now, let me tell you something. The word jikalau is correct. So, it's very seldomly used, but in Kamus Dewan, the word jika is the same meaning as kalau. It's also same meaning as jikalau. All three of them means if, 如果. All right? So, jikalau pokok mangga itu tidak dijaga dengan rapi, if the mango tree is not well taken care of properly, dengan rapi, in a very properly taken care of, rapi. All right? So, once again, you see this ianya, you cannot use the word ianya. You have to change to what? You have to change to, either you change back to pokok itu, or you can say pokok mangga itu also, it's fine. All right? If you don't take care of the mango tree, it will not bear fruit. Tidak akan banyak membuahkan hasil. All right? So the answer for this one is this one. Ianya change to pokok itu. All right? Now, let's move on. Now, this question, beg berjenama yang kau hadiahkan itu cantik sekali. Guys, you really need to take note of this very, very carefully. A lot of you think that the word kau can be used separately. Cannot. The mistake here is this one here. Because there's a kind of BM word called Kata Ganti Nama diri. Keyword here is singkat. The word singkat means short form. So what are the examples here? You have examples. You got kau, you got mu, you got nya, and you got ku. All right, you got these three. So kau is actually from engkau, short form. Mu is actually kamu. Nya is actually dia. Ku is actually aku. Now, please take note, students. Very, very important. All of this short form, all right, can only be used when you use it. You cannot use it as a single word. It must stick together. For example, in this question, beg berjenama yang kau hadiahkan itu cantik sekali. You see this word kau? Kau is a kata ganti nama diri singkat, short form, so you cannot have it as a standalone word. So the word here, 错了是什么? Is not kau hadiahkan. This is wrong. This is wrong. You have to change it to what? You have to change it to kau. You must stick it together. Kau hadiah. So it applies to any words that is kata ganti nama diri singkat. It cannot stand alone as a word. It must stick together like to another word. Kau hadiahkan. All right. So let's look at the next question. Semua kerja yang diberikan oleh guru sudah ku selesaikan. Look at this word here. Ku. Ku is once again kata ganti nama diri singkat. So it's either, you cannot use this, it's either you replace it with, you stick it together. Ku selesaikan. Remember, ku cannot stand alone. Or aku selesaikan. Okay? This or that. You cannot have ku selesaikan as a standalone word. Let me just be clear here. Ku selesaikan, this ku is a standalone word. Cannot, because it's a kata ganti nama diri singkat. It's a short form. Okay? So this is the answer is either ku selesaikan, 黏住, stick together, or you say aku. Get the full word for ku, which is aku, and you combine it together. Okay, you don't combine together. Use it as an individual word. Aku selesaikan. All right. Now let's move on to the next one. All right, it's almost done. All right, just a few more questions. So, kau tidak patut menyembunyikan perkara itu daripada pengetahuan ibu engkau. You should not hide that thing, that incident. 你不应该藏住那一件事，从谁 from the knowledge of your mother. So, once again, what's wrong here? It's not kau. You cannot use the word kau as a standalone word. So, kau you must change to engkau. All right. Some students say, can I change kamu? Can I change to awak? You can, but because the mistake now is specifically talking about kau, they want to test you whether you know to use the kata ganti diri nama singkat or not. The simplified short form. Remember, short form cannot be used as a standalone word. All right. So engkau tidak patut menyembunyikan perkara itu daripada ibu engkau. Okay. So the word here is engkau. All right. Let's move on. Let's look here. Aku terserempak dengan bekas kekasihmu tadi. 我遇到你的 ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend. Kekasih is a lover. 就是你的爱人. Bekas means ex, former, 之前. All right, 前. All right, so let's look at here. What you can see here, you can see aku terserempak dengan bekas kekasihmu tadi. So let's look at this word kekasihmu. Once again, take note of this word mu. Mu is a short form, kata ganti nama diri singkat. So cannot be a standalone. So kekasihmu is wrong. You have to change to kekasihmu. Stick together. All right, kekasihmu. Stick together. All right. So once again, we have dealt with the few words that is very similar in mistakes. So I hope by now you should be able to identify the differences in the usage of mu, ku, nya, and kau. All right, as kata ganti nama diri singkat. The next one, kari ayam yang kau masak itu sangat sedap. Actually, there's a mistake here. All right, so there's actually a mistake in the spelling. That's not so. This is the proper one. So kari ayam yang kau masak itu sangat sedap. So once again, the answer here, you cannot use kau as a standalone word. All right, itu yang nianzu. As you can see in the answer here, the answer is kau masak. All right, either that or you can change to yang engkau masak. All right, very straightforward, very simple. Okay, now let's move on to the next one. Aku berserah sepenuhnya kepadamu. Now, students, I need you to take full attention for this one. You'll be like, there's nothing wrong here. It's mu, and then it's stuck together. Another word. It's a kata nama diri singkat. Why is it wrong? Why do you say it wrong, teacher? Because look at the sentence. Who is the dialogue talking about? The dialogue is talking about who is praying. Doa means prayer. So who prays to who? Ali is praying to who? Ali is praying to Allah. Allah means God. As long as you're praying to God. If it's not Allah, even if you're praying to Tuhan or anything, all right, as long as it's the God, the level is the level is higher than you. So remember, you cannot just use MU, like small m. It must be, look here, the answer is supposed to be, kepadamu is wrong. You have to change to what? Kepadamu. All right, so it must be capital letter mu, kepadamu. All right, so please make sure that you are getting this correct. All right, now let's move on to the next one. All right, so if you're talking, once again, I repeat, if you're talking to a God, if you're praying to a God, your capital letter and also must have a dash. So I repeat one more time for this one, it must be kepadamu. All right, so please take note of that. Okay. So let's move on to the next one. All right, the next question. So look at this one. So let's have a look at this. All right, so let's look at this one. Mereka-mereka yang ingin menawarkan diri untuk menjadi sukarelawan dikehendaki untuk mengisi borang pendaftaran secara atas talian. Anyone who is interested to volunteer themselves to be a volunteer, to give themselves a volunteer, is required, dikehendaki untuk mengisi borang pendaftaran, to fill up your registration form online. All right. So what's the mistake here? The mistake here is this word, mereka. So you cannot use the word mereka. Because mereka is already a lot, so you cannot have a kata ganda mereka. Okay? Because kata ganda is used to pluralize a word. So it's actually mereka. You can only use mereka only. Now sometimes you can say anyone, then you can use sesiapa, which is another same meaning as the word siapa, siapa, anyone. Kata ganti nama diri tak tentu. You are not sure who. Tak tentu means you are unsure. You are not sure who, so it's siapa, siapa. Sesiapa, siapa-siapa atau mereka yang ingin. It's okay, good enough already. Alright, now let's move on to the next one. Jangan percaya apa yang diceritakan oleh dia kerana dia selalu bercakap bohong. Alright, jangan percaya apa yang diceritakan. Don't trust anything. You don't know what thing, but you're not sure. Tak tentu. You are not sure about what he says, but anything that he says, you should not believe in. So the word here is not apa. It's supposed to be jangan percaya anything, apa yang diceritakan oleh dia kerana dia selalu bercakap bohong. Do not trust anything. So it's apa-apa. Once again, this kata ganti nama diri tak tentu. So there are three types of kata ganti nama diri tak tentu. Apa-apa, mana-mana, siapa-siapa. So apa-apa means anything. Mana-mana also means anything. Siapa-siapa means anyone. Okay, sometimes you can have words like bila-bila. Bila-bila is anytime. Alright, so please take note, these are kata ganti tak tentu. Alright, so let's move on. Pihak polis akan menangkap siapa yang didapati melanggar perintah kawalan pergerakan. The police would arrest anyone who they found out go past the MCO. Alright, anyone who disobey, melanggar MCO. Perintah kawalan pergerakan is the BM word for MCO. So anyone. So once again, the mistake here is not siapa. This one's supposed to be sesiapa. Anyone. It's either sesiapa or siapa. Okay? Anyone. You don't know who, but anyone. Because siapa is strictly used as a kata tanya. It is used for a question only. Kata tanya. Okay? So, let's move on. Pilih saja mana makanan yang kamu suka makan. Pilih saja any food. So, it's not mana. It's supposed to be mana-mana. Any food. You don't know which one, but any food that you like to eat. So, mana-mana. Once again, kata ganti nama diri tidak tentu. Let's move on. Now, this one, the last three one is very specific. We are into the last three question. The question is asking, apakah nama kamu? Tanya Cikgu Aisyah kepada pelajar baharu itu. So the teacher is asking a question. What is your name? Okay. So the word apakah nama kamu? So you're asking to a person, Ren. You're asking a human. So you cannot use apakah. You have to use siapakah. Because siapakah is specifically used for a person. Siapakah nama kamu? Yes, I understand in English, you usually ask in English, what is your name? What in BM is apa. What is your name in English is correct. But in BM, you have to use siapakah nama kamu. Okay? Who is your name? It sounds wrong in English, but that is how it is. Some of the special things you need to memorize or understand for BM. So siapa is specifically for a person's name. So it's siapakah nama kamu. You cannot use apakah nama kamu. Alright? So let's look at the next one. Nama anjing itu apakah? So you have a kata tanya here. Did you use the word apa correctly? Yes, you did. Because you're asking for a what name? Are you asking for a person's name? No, you are not. You are asking for an animal's name. So you cannot use siapakah nama anjing itu, or you cannot say nama anjing itu siapa. You have to use nama anjing itu apa. Now, what's the problem in this question? Please remember this, when you have the word, when you have ka, you cannot use the ka when the kata tanya is in the beginning of the sentence. So there are two possible answers here. One is apakah nama anjing itu, then this is correct. All right, if it's a kata tanya, it is the beginning of the sentence, then you must use ka. The second one is if you want to use kata tanya but at the end of the sentence, then you cannot use ka. So nama anjing itu apa? Remember, ka can only be used if it's used for kata tanya which is in the beginning of the sentence. All right, so this is a very common mistake that a lot of students make. So let me ask you another question. What about this one? If I say apa nama anjing itu, is this correct? Obviously it's wrong because apa kata tanya question word is already in the beginning of the sentence. So you must add what? Apakah nama anjing itu? Alright, so that's very straightforward. And lastly, the last question, nenek sentiasa memerlukan seorang untuk menemaninya pergi ke tandas kerana kakinya sangat lemah. Grandma always needs someone. You don't know who, but as long as someone. Once again, kata ganti nama diri tidak tentu. So it's not seorang. Someone is what? It's supposed to be seseorang. Somebody. Is seseorang. Seorang. So seseorang. Nenek sentiasa memerlukan seseorang untuk menemaninya pergi ke tandas kerana kakinya sangat lemah. Grandma always needs someone. You don't know who. Tak tentu, you are not sure who, but she always needs someone to accompany her, menemaninya pergi ke tandas kerana kakinya sangat lemah. Alright, so this is the explanation for the answer for kata ganti nama diri exercise that we are doing today.